Welcome to the Daily Devo. Today we're talking about showing proper respect to everyone. Our verse for today is 1 Peter 2:17. Show proper respect to everyone. Love the family of believers. Fear God. Honor the emperor. What a powerful and short verse. I definitely am going to challenge myself to memorize it, and I think you should too. Now, some context on this book of 1 Peter. Peter, homie of Jesus, is writing this letter to encourage his readers to endure suffering. And the suffering that they were enduring is persecution. And he's hoping that they will give themselves entirely to God, so that they can remain faithful in this time of distress. Peter's letter encourages them that they will enjoy the salvation that the Lord has promised through Christ's death and resurrection. Jesus' example is the best model for believers. Just as Christ suffered and then entered into glory, so will his followers if we endure suffering before being with him forever. So in our verse for today, show proper respect to everyone, love the family of believers, fear God, and honor the emperor. Peter's words here are challenging, especially when we consider the cultural context in which he wrote them and the climate of society we live in today. Believers in Peter's time lived under Roman rule, facing opposition and persecution from authorities who didn't honor God or align with Christian values. Yet, Peter still called believers to respect, love, fear, and honor. Why? Because ultimately, their faith wasn't in a government or a boss or a president, but in God. Peter's words were bold, countercultural, challenging, and they asked believers to embody Christ's love and humility in every interaction. Today, our world is filled with hostile, differing views. Respect can feel conditional, love selective, and honoring authority based on preferences. And while we're blessed with more freedoms than early believers, navigating our own challenges with leaders can be tough. But Peter's call is about our heart. Because when we submit and surrender to respect those over us, we are submitting and surrendering to God. A verse that helps me is Romans 13:1, which says at the last part, "For all authority comes from God, and those in positions of authorities have been placed there by God." When we respect everyone, love other believers, fear God, and honor those in authority, we become a living testimony of God's grace and peace. So how do we apply this verse to everyday life? Number one, we respect everyone. This means seeing each person regardless of their beliefs or opinions as an image bearer of God. Showing respect doesn't mean we agree with everyone, but we choose kindness and empathy even in disagreements. Number two, love the family of believers. Our love for each other as believers can be a powerful witness in this age of political judgment. Unity amongst believers is profound in this time. Number three, fear God. This means placing God as our ultimate authority and revering him above all. When we fear God, we're not ruled by the opinions or influences of this world. And lastly, like our verse said, honor the emperor. Today, this means respecting leaders and authorities, whether or not we agree with them. We honor because God is in control. And this week, I'd like to challenge you to think about local or national leaders and to pray for them. Ask God to guide their hearts and minds, knowing he holds all things together. And maybe to guard your tongue from dishonoring a leader with your words behind their back. Peter's guidance is more than just a command. It's an invitation to live in a way that reflects God's peace and wisdom. As you go throughout your day today, remember these 4 practices. Let them shape your interactions and encourage you to trust God with what you can't control. Your heart posture doesn't just affect you. It shines a light that can help others see God's steady, sovereign hand. Here's a prayer I want to pray over us. Lord, help us respect others, love our fellow believers, fear you, and honor the leaders you've placed over us. May our lives reflect your wisdom, and may others see your peace in us. Amen. Thanks for watching today on the Daily Devo.